Hello, it's the Friday Talkie. I say Friday Talkie, I don't know what time this will get to you because it's 7:15 now. It's probably going to be a very early Saturday speaky, but whatever. I've not got a lot to talk about, and the one thing I have got to talk about is this, the 3DS XL. As some of you will know, I got one for Christmas. And since then, several people have asked me, how are you getting on with it? How do you like it? So I thought I would tell you how I like it. And how I like it is a lot. There, that's it, done. No. What can I tell you about why I like this? Up until now, my favourite handheld has been the Game Boy Advance SP because of the size. And the games, they're very pick up and play. They're not too big, they're not too involved. You can just pick them up, have a quick blast and put them away again. And this does that. There are lots of downloadable things. You'll have seen the last couple of videos I put up. The Sega Galaxy Force 2 and Edge. And there are others, you know, there are indie games, there are Sega classics that they just lend themselves really well to pick up and play. But there's more than that. I did something this week that I have not done since the SNES was one of my current consoles. I went and bought a Mario game. I don't like Mario. I mean, I'm not a Sonic fanboy by any means. I think classic Sonics 1 and 2, I love. After that, I kind of like Sonic R, which probably makes me quite odd. But there you go. But I don't like the Mario character, and generally, I've never really been into the pacing of Mario games. I know they're extremely well made, extremely well designed. Everything about them is extremely well done. I will never ever say that they're bad games. They've just never been my cup of tea. But there was a deal on, and quite a few people have told me about it. I already knew, but thank you for telling me anyway. Where if you get one of these and you get one of 15 games, you get a code, and you can download Super Mario 3D Land onto the 3DS for free. Yay. So I hadn't done... Mario Kart was one of the ones where you get that code, but some bastard at Amazon had nicked the code out of it. That. You get a code on that. And that wasn't in it. Bastards. So anyway, on whatever day it was this week, I nipped into town. I thought, well, I want to buy another game anyway, so I had a look at what was in there, and I picked up New Super Mario Bros. 2. And that is the first time I have bought a new Mario game, brand new, in the shops, since Super Mario All-Stars and Super Mario World on the SNES back in 90 whatever it was. I haven't spent a lot of time playing this. I've had a quick bash and it's very, very, very familiar. And it does have that pick up and play quality that I really like. It also has that kind of Mario pacing that I don't entirely like. But anyway, it's very pretty. It's obviously well made. I will spend some time with it at some point. But of course, buying that, I got the code and I downloaded Super Mario 3D Land. That's something special, isn't it? That's a bloody incredible game. I didn't like Super Mario, whatever the hell it was, on the N64. When he first went 3D, I just couldn't get on with it. But this is something really special. I'm not going to do a video of it. I am not doing any Mario videos on this thing because Nintendo are bastards, pure and simple. You put up videos of their stuff and they're just all over you, and I can't be bothered with it. So yeah, but I will say I think Super Mario 3D Land is one of the very best 3D platform, is it the very best? 3D platform games I've ever played. I'm gobsmacked by it. I don't say that about Mario ever, but I'm gobsmacked. It's stunning, it's incredible, I am really, really impressed. And it just goes hand in hand with what I think of this. I don't like Nintendo. This is not supposed to happen. I was a Sega, whatever, I'm not going to say fanboy, but you know, back in the 90s, you were Sega or you were Nintendo. Well, I was Sega. Now in the whatever years you want to call this, you're either Sony or you're Microsoft or you're Nintendo. Well, I've been Sony since they were a gaming thing. But when it comes to handhelds, Nintendo have kicked ass since the Game Boy. Nothing has touched them, and it still doesn't, because this... I can't remember the last time I felt so enthusiastic and impressed by a piece of hardware. In fact, not since I first got me PS3. I was excited by that. I'm excited by this. I love the 3D effect. It works for me. I am puzzled. Some of the features that are on here I don't entirely get. Some of them... There's this thing called Nintendo Video, where it just automatically downloads videos to you, like 1 minute or 1.5 or 2 minute short videos. You don't get to choose, it just says right here, have this. And it's got some Shaun the Sheep stuff on it, so I watch those and they're kind of amusing. But it seems kind of odd, half-hearted, half-arsed. I don't understand. It was supposedly built in, like comes with it. But it wasn't on mine when I got it, I had to download it. I've got YouTube on it. That is the worst implementation of a YouTube app I've ever seen. It's slow, it's clunky, you can't view comments, you certainly can't reply to comments. That's shit. It's just shit. Face raiders, that's amusing. Augmented reality. I find the augmented reality stuff on here amusing. I've used it about twice just to see what it does, and that's it. The whole me thing, your avatar. Let me show you my avatar. That's my me. My little avatar. So this here appears on this plaza thing, Me Plaza, where you... I don't get this. I don't understand the point. You collect other people's avatars and online persona, whatever. Some of them you meet them playing games, like online games, Mario Kart or whatever, and some of them using this thing called Street Pass, where either you walk past someone in the street who's got their 3DS in their pocket or whatever with it in sleep mode. You either pass them or you pass a... It's like a hotspot which collects me data from people who've walked past, and you swap data. They get yours, you get theirs, and then they accumulate in your plaza, and you get to play these games with them that aren't really games at all. It's all just data swapping, and I don't get the point. It seems totally meaningless and pointless, but I'm still amused by it. I don't give a crap about the playing games, because they're not games, they're just silly hoops to jump through. But I like the going out and trying to collect new me's, if you like. Walking around town and then like coming home to see how many new IDs have you picked up while you were out walking, and you see their avatar and the little tiny snippets of information about them. I like that. I don't know why. It shouldn't matter. I shouldn't care. I should not give a crap, because it's meaningless twaddle and it's probably just Nintendo data mining. But I like it. That's kind of weird. All of this, anyway, it's got me... train of thought out the window, fallen down the embankment, something. It's making me think of a video I saw this week by, in fact it was yesterday, today, something, by T-Rex Space Station, who was talking about a certain thing in gaming at the moment, a type of gaming that's becoming popular. You've got your modern remakes of classic games where they've revamped them, and Galaxy Force 2 is a perfect example of that. That kind of thing is popular. You take your modern hardware and you remake a classic game on it and soup it up a bit, maybe slightly revamp it. But there is also a thing at the moment of modern systems, modern games made in a retro style that are also becoming popular. Now, I've always liked the remakes of classics. I mean, I've got loads of compilations of them on PS1, 2, 3. But up until recently, I've not actually given a damn about modern games in a classic style. I've thought, nah. Mainly because the main way of playing them has been on the PC, and I for the most part, I don't give a crap about PC gaming. I just don't do it. I don't know why. I just don't. But that kind of thing makes sense to me on the 3DS, and I can't exactly say why. It's like Edge. Well, that's a retro style. It's something I meant to say, wanted to say in the video I made playing Edge yesterday, but didn't think of it until I'd finished recording. The gameplay of Edge is like Marble Madness, as imagined by Pablo Picasso. It is a classic style game. It's Marble Madness in cuboid kind of style, more or less. It's a classic on modern hardware. There are other, like, vector style games. There's a vector racing game on there that I've not actually been able to find, so maybe it's just in the US, can't remember. And some other vector game that actually it's one that they're pushing, but I think is actually a sack of shit. Let me find it. Probably going to upset a load of Escape Vector. It looked interesting. I might do a video of it. I might just be missing the point. I've only played it a couple of times and it seemed like a vector style Amidar. Only the pacing of it seemed all completely wrong. Maybe I was missing something, but I didn't like it. But I got it because it was a classic style game using vectors. This, on any other system, I just would not give a damn. But on a 3DS, probably on other handhelds, but certainly on this one, I'm interested. I like it. I'm likely to buy far more retro style games as indie downloads than I am AAA titles. Partly because they're cheap. It really is. It's like going back to the 80s with your $2.99 cassette for your Spectrum. And that was a quality game that, you know, you could get budget titles for 50p. But $2.99 would get you a decent game for your Spectrum, or in my case your Acorn Electron. And it's kind of going back to that. You can get a full game for, I think the cheapest one I've got on there was like £1.75, something like that. And that's great. That is what gaming, that's where it came from. And it's kind of going back there. Modern platform, modern technology, but the game style is retro, the price is retro. And I'm spending more time playing the indie games than I am the AAA titles. And if that's not great value for money, I don't know what is. Yeah, so I like that. It is a thing in modern gaming, and I'm very pleased. I think it isn't the future of gaming, but it's going to be a facet of the future of gaming. I think there will be. I mean, it's something that didn't exist PS2 era. You know, until consoles were an online thing with storage, indie gaming couldn't happen. The only way you could do it was on your PC or Amiga or Mac, if you had such a thing. You know, you had to do it on your computer. Console gaming, it was all full price, or even like a budget titles were still expensive. Now, much wider variety, more options, more. I mean, look at Minecraft. That's not an expensive game, and it's in a retro style, and it's massive. And it's on its own is not the future, but I think the future is going to be variety, having options, The indie stuff is probably always going to be download only rather than physical media, because distribution, it's easier, it's cheaper. Where AAA, I think for a while yet we're going to have physical media, and I like that. I will always buy AAA on physical media, but you know, something cheap. If I've spent a lot of money, I want a physical thing there, so I won't feel like I'm going to lose it. But if I've only spent a couple of quid, I don't mind if it's only a download. If it gets lost, corrupted, it's alright, no big deal. I won't feel ripped off. And I think having a combination of the two actually is really good. And to me, this is the future. I love 3D. I was always somewhat frustrated that I could not afford a 3D TV to go with my PS3 to play the very few 3D enabled games that were on it. I would love an Oculus Rift. I don't have the money or the hardware, in fact, to run one. I don't know what it will run on. Will it run on PS3 or 4? Will they support those? Not a clue. But you know, I'm fascinated by that. But the versatility of a reasonably powerful system with built-in 3D that you can fit in your pocket with online connectivity, AAA titles, downloadable cheap indie titles. I wish there were more. The whole eShop thing needs more. I mean, I look at Android and the amount of downloadable games that are on there. I wonder, where is the limiting factor in the number of downloadable games on the eShop? Is it Nintendo? Is it you've got to be doing something really special before they'll let you put your game on there? Or is it that there just aren't many people making games for it? Because there aren't that many indie games. There should be more. I wish there were more, because I would buy them. Nintendo, sort it out. Because let's be honest, they don't necessarily always make the best business decisions. I don't think. If it's them limiting it, I think they're not being clever. But I don't know if it's them or not. That, I think, is all I've got to talk about. It's all I've been doing all week. It's been a interesting. I mean, it is. I'm still in that whole Christmas, New Year holiday thing. Not a lot of time for making videos. Just snatching a quick bit of gameplay where I can. I need to get stuck in more into Gran Turismo 6 to do a video of that, because that absolutely deserves doing. I've just been snatching minutes here and there while doing other stuff. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Very, very wayward, kind of random, all over the place waffle, but I think that answered a few questions. Do I like the 3DS? Yes, I absolutely love it. Can't believe I'm really into a Mario game. Never thought that would happen, not to the extent that it has. I'm gobsmacked by it. It's one of the best games I have ever played, and I never thought I would say that about a Mario game. Shock horror. There you are. What is coming up then? Well, yeah, more of the same. Gameplay. Don't know what on. The 3DO is still out, but I'm still gonna probably show you some stuff on the 3DS as well, and there will be a Gran Turismo 6 video at some point, hopefully this week. Yeah, I'll shut up now. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up button. I upload videos daily, so go ahead and hit subscribe if you'd like to see more. To all those who've already subscribed, I'd just like to say a great big thank you.